Hello everyone, and welcome back to more Mini Motorways. Today we are heading into Warsaw for the weekly challenge for the week of the 3rd of February through the 9th of February. Our modifiers for this week are Get It Straight, diagonal roads require double the amount of road tiles, Big Business, some colors of destinations are always circles, and Double Trouble. Destinations are more likely to be double destinations. Now this one's a little bit misleading. I've never played a map with Double Trouble where it was more likely all of the destinations end up being double destinations. I am playing this early enough that we don't actually have the little graph of scores yet, but some people are actually managing to do crazy good. When I checked this 5 minutes ago, I think the high score was 5k. So I don't think we'll do that good. I'm gonna shoot for 3, maybe 4, but that big businesses plus double destinations thing will probably be our downfall. Just having that much traffic running through a single road or destination like this is very difficult to maintain, especially with good traffic management. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't love how far this yellow spawned. I feel like it could be worse, though, especially with the screen spawn. What I'll do is I'll actually send this yellow down. So we'll do something like this. Get rid of that bridge, and then run this bridge right where that bridge used to be. Nothing too crazy. We just have to wait for the ghost bridge to go away, and there we go. It might have been better to run this like, one tile down so that this bridge isn't taking up all of the river space here. But we'll change that once we get some more road tiles. We are already at Sunday. Week 1, I'm going to take the roundabout. And I'm going to go ahead and throw it here. We already have our first double level 2 structure, which is absolutely fantastic. And by absolutely fantastic, I mean terrifying. I don't love the idea of having to split the screen population for this double destination, or for this green over here. Oh, that's much better. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and connect this, just because I think this is going to need the extra help. But if we can get a nice little green population going down here in this bottom corner, I will be supremely happy with that. That yellow is also very good. We're gonna have to get rid of a couple of these road tiles, just so we have enough, but then we can do something like this. Nothing too crazy. I also really like this yellow, or potentially bridging over here into this roundabout. This is actually turning out really well. I'm going to take the traffic lights. Probably should have taken the road tiles, but I want these for here in case we get some more yellow population up here. If this yellow population gets really big, like, not huge, but, you know, 4 or 5 houses, then I'll probably just run a bridge down and then into here instead of having these guys come all the way across, and then all of these will come into here. And that should work. We could potentially even run these yellows into this roundabout and then run all of these greens downwards and then into here instead. And that might be slightly better just in managing the traffic so that the intersection of all this isn't quite so close to the actual entrance to the double destination. It's really much better if you can have a big straight long road like this with no major traffic intersections on it, so all of your cars can get into a single line that just goes in and comes back out perfectly with no major traffic issues. I think we went an entire week without a single spawn except for this gray. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and motorway this for now. Just because I kind of want to keep some road tiles open in case we get something else that needs to be addressed. But for right now, I don't hate this gray. If we need this motorway and we manage to get another bridge, we can potentially do something running all the way along the bottom here, or even right next to this green wouldn't be too terrible either. I do want to leave a little bit of open space for a green population to develop here. This is what I was worried about. That is not great. And that's not great either. It is Saturday. We will probably be fine if we wait till Sunday. But I don't love it. I'm going to do this and get rid of this for now. And we'll connect these yellows in. We do get our bridge. And we get this gray over here. I think what I'm going to do is run this motorway up here. And then run these grays down and into there. And then after that, we can run these blues down and across and then into there. And then this yellow bridge can stay. This road can go. Hopefully these grays make it before this dies. That is so unfortunate. This white is so unfortunate. Okay. This yellow bridge is going to have to go again. We can get rid of that, put this here, and then send these whites across. I'll swap this once we get another motorway. I'll swap this so the motorway's on the bottom, and these whites can just go straight across. But for now, I can't get rid of that motorway or else this will die. I could probably swap it now and it would be fine, but we did get our bridge, so we'll just do that real quick. Nothing too crazy. And hopefully that will sustain. I don't love having all of the yellow traffic coming across here and then into here. I'd really like to see some more bridges and some more motorways. If we could get another motorway or another bridge, another motorway would be better. That is a terrible white. We're getting so unlucky right now. Okay. I'll do this for now. Just because I don't particularly want to have to run a bridge all the way across and then down. We also don't really have the road tiles for it either. Ugh. This is worse, I think. We can run this like all the way up and then across, but ugh. This is like the exact opposite of our weekly challenge yesterday. We were getting super lucky then, but I am not getting lucky today. Not right now. We can do something like this and just barely have enough road tiles to get that in there. I don't love separating this blue population either. I'd prefer if these were two separate populations that spawned in opposite. If I could get blue up here, that would actually be great. But I actually don't remember most of the spawn locations for Warsaw. It's been a decent amount of time since I've played on this map. But I'm shocked this gray is still holding out with just this one. But he's holding in there. This white is slightly better, but only because this road has to be here. So we could do something like this potentially, and then something like this, and then hook these two whites into here by doing that. That's the only reason these whites are somewhat acceptable. That gray is so unfortunate. Ugh, okay. We're gonna do this for now. We'll get rid of that and then run these two grays down and into there. The diagonal roads costing double the number of road tiles is really, really messing us up here. It doesn't usually hurt that bad, but man, it's getting us today. I still need to separate these yellows so that this and this aren't pulling from the same population on the same road, because look at this traffic. This is awful. I could do traffic lights here. I don't know if that'd be better or worse. I feel like it might make it worse, but we'll see. That yellow is actually not terrible, and I hate saying it because like it's in a bad spot for me, but it's not the worst. Ugh. We can do something. I need one more tile. We could do this. Just to get some yellow into here. Oh, thank you. We finally get some more bridges. Okay. What can we do here? Everything is sort of connected right now, and it's very bad. We can run these yellows straight down into here. This road can go. These yellows can go across. And then into there. This road can then go. This can go. This can go like that. And then once we get the road tiles for it, we can run these yellows together into a single population and then run them across. And then I think that will work. And we still have to figure out how we want to separate these whites and these blues and these grays. Everything is pain, and I'm not loving it. That green is pretty bad, actually. We could theoretically run it all the way across and then around, but something tells me that's not going to happen. How are we only at 600 points? This has been so stressful. Having so many double destinations is probably the most stressful part. I think we can do something like this with these yellows, just to connect them in. Disconnect this, get rid of that traffic light, and then that should handle itself. Hopefully. We get a blue level up. That's fine. We're getting more bridges, finally. So we can actually start separating some things. Part of me wonders if it would be better. Okay. I was gonna say, part of me wonders if it would be better to have this motorway going over here instead, and then sending this gray up and into here, and then we could send this white across on the blue road, but this white spawning just completely screws over all of those lovely plans. So we can do something like this, immediately use all of our road tiles, and then cry because we get a green spawn as well. The green's actually not terrible. We can just do either send some of these up or send these guys up and into there, but we're kind of out of road tiles at the moment. Do we have anywhere we can pull some road tiles from? Just for funsies. Yeah, there we go. Just something like that. Nothing too crazy. I do like that we're getting more yellow here. That's probably going to be our savior, is getting more yellow in this little area. Hopefully we'll get some more green along this road as well. If we do manage to get another roundabout and another motorway, we could potentially do a roundabout here, connect these whites and these greens together, and then motorway them across. And that might be slightly better. In fact, I might go ahead and just throw a motorway here, just so that this green doesn't die while we're struggling a little bit for population. We could do something like this, which is fine just to get it to tick down a little bit. This motorway should handle it after it ticks down. That blue is certainly interesting. I think what I might do is get rid of this gray motorway and send like half of this gray that's here onto this blue road. So past this point, we'll be going across and into here. This should handle itself fine, which means this road can go. And then all of these grays can go into here. And then I think that separates all of our things that we had super interconnected. At some point I'd like to run a road through here just to get this blue into here, just because that local traffic would be really nice to have. But this population should handle this double destination just fine. When we get some more road tiles, I might turn these whites off and then have them go up and then into the other entrance, but for now this should work fine. We did just pass 1,000, which I'm pretty happy about. We're at Sunday again. Week 10, we get a bridge. I'll take it. I will happily take a bridge. I'd really like to see some more green down here in this corner. Or, like, this little section where it's sort of cordoned off. I wonder if we actually run this road one closer this way, if that would help us get green in here. This green spawn as well is decent. This white doesn't need to be connected to this anymore. We could potentially run this white back up the other way and then into here. Or even motorway it across if we absolutely need it, which hopefully we won't, but we have options at the moment, which is good. We can run this gray in like that. And we're looking pretty good, actually. It got a little scary there for a minute. We were running out of bridges and motorways, but this is actually not looking that bad. Week 11, bridge. Definitely taking the bridge over traffic lights. I'd really like to see another roundabout. I'd like to get a roundabout in here. All of these whites are going down here and taking this motorway anyway. And this distance is just too far for it to be just a bridge. I'd really like to see a roundabout so that I can get all of this population for this white and for this green onto a single path that isn't super chaotic. Because this is pretty chaotic right now. There's like 4 intersections just on this one road. 1, 2, 3. And then of course all the houses. I do like that we're getting more blue down here though. That's good. This just leveled up. So prioritizing this is going to be probably what we're going to have to look into next. And also, ooh, yes, okay. We'll do this. We'll do something like that. Or even something like that. That might be slightly better. Get rid of this. I'm gonna pause it, move the motorway, redraw this road, and then throw it back on where it was. This motorway is not a ghost motorway right now, but the way the road is connected to the roundabout is slightly better. And then we'll just readjust how these roads all connect. Just to make it slightly more traffic efficient. We can even get rid of the tree, so hopefully we'll get another house spawning there. And all of a sudden, we're not looking too bad. We're not looking too shabby. I would still like to see some more white up here in this top population. We do have this little backup down here that we can nab from if we like need it, but I'd really prefer not to have to waste a motorway or probably 50 road tiles getting this wherever it needs to be. We could, again, just do something like this and connect it in that way, but we don't need it right now, so I'm not gonna waste the road tiles on it. Week 13, definitely taking the motorway. No shocker there. I'd still like to get some more roundabouts, to be honest. I would really like a roundabout here to connect these two yellows. And I would really like one here to make this gray slightly better. I'd also really like to see more yellow spawning in here, but we'll see what the game gives us. We do finally get more white up here. That's good. Turn this one this way. Send this one through there. Nothing too crazy. And all of a sudden, we're not looking so bad. I'd also like to get another roundabout in here. Or even, like, start feeding some of these houses the other way so they go around. Week 14 roundabout. Heck yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that. I don't particularly want to throw it here because it doesn't really have a use here. By this point, all of the traffic's already merged. We could do something like this and then have this go this way instead, but I don't know that that's better. I think just running half of the traffic along this road will probably do the same thing as putting a roundabout here. So we'll just do a little bit of white on this road and a little bit of blue on this road as well. And that's fine. Hopefully that'll keep everything somewhat tidy. We did get more blue here as well, which is nice. I think we're doing okay. We did just pass 2,500. We had our little scare there at like 600 to 800, but now we're doing pretty well. I'm not going to complain about it. I'm pretty happy. More yellow up here. I'm going to go ahead and throw a roundabout in here and run these yellow populations into it with something like this. Something like that. And that's slightly better. That yellow is not the greatest, but oh well. We do also have the ability to take like, these 3 yellows and then run them down and then into here. This yellow is starting to tick up and so is this one. I might go ahead and just do that, just to get it a little extra help. Nothing too crazy. And then I'll probably go ahead and also turn one of these yellows off onto this one. I'd like to get another roundabout in here as well, because this is a really janky intersection. But hopefully that's enough yellow to maintain all of this. Week 16, Bridger Motorway. Take the motorway. We're no longer struggling for road tiles like we were previously. So that's not really a concerning factor. I think we're gonna hit 3K pretty easily. I'm still a little worried about this yellow not getting enough population because it's only working off 4 houses right now. But this one's only working off 6 and this one's only working off 5, so maybe I'm overthinking that part. It'll probably be fine. I don't love this green spawning on the opposite side of this gray road. We could run the gray road around like this just to get this green into here, but like the intersection would be quite janky and it's not necessary at the moment, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. We do get another roundabout, which I'm going to immediately put here to make this yellow intersection slightly better. I'll even do this just to make that road a little shorter. And we're looking good. 3,200. I think I might turn these greens and have them go up and into here. And then potentially motorway these greens into here instead. Just because I think this is a slightly shorter distance. Or I could even motorway them into here and then send all of these greens into here as, wow, hold on. We just got... Okay. We have another blue-gray double destination. That's fine. It just spawned so fast. Okay. We can take... Where can we take from? We can take some of this gray and some of this blue and send it up and into here. It's just a question of how we get it there efficiently without screwing over our other populations. And I think it's going to be grabbing 2 or 3 of these grays, running them, or even running these grays together and then taking 2 or 3 of these. Because these two can still run separately. But we can grab these guys and send them down. How do we separate the blues is the question, though. We can take these two. Run them separately. Something like this. And then run a little separate road for the motorway to go into there. Throw a little traffic light in there. Send these blues upwards instead of to the side. And then I think that works. But this guy is going to be struggling for gray. It might be better to run this gray upwards. We'll do something like this. Then we'll move this motorway. We'll keep 3 on this guy. And then we can send 3 this way. And this one will have 4, just because... I don't know. It got lucky. There we go. I think that works. I hope that works. We're getting more blue here as well, which is good. We're definitely gonna need it. I would really like to see more gray spawning in here as well as up here. If we could get a big gray population up here, we could do something like this where we send it up and onto this one road and then suddenly all of this gray over here isn't needed for this anymore. And then we could send all of this down and into either this gray or this gray. Which, honestly, I might just go ahead and do. Because I think only like 3 houses of this gray population are actually getting used. So it's not necessary for it to have as big of a population as it has, especially with how close it is, distance-wise, to this business. So I'm just gonna run these grays together and run them down and into this. So these grays will come together like that. And there we go. Hopefully that's enough. We'll see. I might even run an extra gray this way as well, because this one's also starting to tick up. Nothing too crazy, nothing too crazy. Run this white together. We're at 3,700. I'm really hoping... I don't think there's anywhere else a double destination can spawn. Maybe... I was gonna say maybe in this top part, but I think this yellow house blocks that. I think it does. Week 19, definitely taking the bridge. Run this yellow into there. Nothing too crazy. We are starting to lack a little bit on white population with this one. This yellow population as well. I think yellow is surging? Yeah, yellow is definitely surging. So I'm just gonna run this extra yellow. Just a little offshoot road, and then directly down into there. Nothing too crazy. Might even do it, like, up here. That might be slightly better. But we'll connect that. We'll connect this. And hopefully that's enough yellow. Might even, like, do something like this, just to get a couple extras going down there. Yeah. Nothing too crazy. This green is pretty mediocre. I'd have preferred that be a blue and we get green up here, but... if we get 3 or 4 greens down here, then I might consider putting a roundabout here and then motorwaying these across and then, I don't know, sending the green up and into here with a bridge or something like that, but for now that's not really an option that we have. That's a good one anyway. Week 20, we get a roundabout. I'm happy with that. We did just pass 4K. Just noticed that. I'm pretty happy with how this run has gone. I was expecting us to get tapped out much earlier than this, but that's the good thing about double destinations and having level 2 structures be automatically, or having a couple colors already automatically be level 2 structures. You get your trips really, really fast just because they require more cars. So if you can actually handle the amount of traffic that they require, your score ticks up fast, which I'm not going to complain about. I would still like to find a way to send these greens up and into here, and then get these greens into one of these two. Just because that would make so much more sense. These are so much closer to here, but the only way that I can think to do that is to motorway these across and then into here, but that would mean having a separate motorway for these whites as well as for these greens. And this would turn into a bridge, which, I mean, we have 5 motorways. We could do it. We've only used 3 is the crazy part, and we're on, what, week 20, week 21? Something like that. We're doing crazily well. Nothing's really complaining all that much either. I think I might go ahead and throw a roundabout down here if I can. Yep. So this will be a roundabout. This will be into the roundabout here. We'll do into here. And then if we need a bunch of white population, we can just take from this, then motorway it in, and then it'll be done and dusted. Which I think white is surging right now, which is crazy. I'm gonna grab the roundabout, definitely. I think I could put the roundabout here to connect these greens, or sorry, these grays and these blues slightly better than this traffic light. But the traffic light is managing it really well. A little tip about traffic lights: if you have them on a right turn like this, as long as intersecting traffic doesn't come across, it'll actually just stay green for whatever needs it to be green. So, having traffic lights on right turns like this, where you have 2 intersecting populations, is much better than using green for cross traffic. Or using a traffic light for cross traffic. That gray is good. This green is, mediocre. Not great. I don't love it. It's okay. I think our yellow is surging again. Just a little. Could potentially do this. Get rid of this road. Week 23. Call me crazy. I think I'm going to take the roundabout. I wish this yellow had spawned on this side of this road. Ugh. We could do something like this. just to run this road and then this road right over the yellow so that we could connect the one more yellow in. But I think that's excessive just to get one more yellow house. Oh well. That's fine. I'd still like to get this blue into here, but these two are basically handling all of the traffic that this needs, which is crazy. We're at almost 6K, and we've only had like one major close call, and it's because we didn't have a bridge or a motorway. I feel like I usually get lucky on the runs where the challenge is diagonal roads require double the amount of road tiles. I'm pretty sure we had a New York weekly challenge, or maybe it was just a New York challenge in general, where that was one of the challenges. And I'm pretty sure we did really well that week as well. At this point, I'm kind of just waiting for something to go wrong. Waiting to get some more population, and I'm waiting for something to go wrong for us to actually have to fix. We could do this, move this up there, do this, run this like this, run this like this. I think that's slightly better for that. This gray can run up like that. We'll get rid of the ghost motorway, or the ghost bridge. We'll run this motorway into... Actually, we'll do it into here. And then we'll do a traffic light. Oh, we're out of traffic lights. Okay, we'll get rid of this, replace it with a roundabout, and then do a traffic light here. Just because the traffic light will actually fit there. Get rid of this. Send this into there for now, and then once the ghost bridge goes away, we'll replace this with a separate bridge. Something like that. Get rid of this road, and then this yellow can connect into here as well. Maybe that was excessive to connect just one yellow house in, but oh well. It's fine. We did just pass 6K. 6.3. Grab another motorway, because why not? And we're looking pretty good. I think I might go ahead and do the whole bridging things up and into here. We could do this. Oh, I'm messing everything up. Okay. I heard something pop. What just popped? It was probably just a house spawn, but that scared me. I thought it was like a business ticking over. Okay. I think these two populations are stuck together. But we can prioritize getting that one some help. Week 26. I'm gonna take the bridge. After this, I think I'll start taking traffic lights again, but we could do something like this. Motorway these guys across and then into... something like this. Or even, we could do a roundabout, and then all of that will connect, and then we can get rid of this road and send a few more of these blues into here, which we can send a few more of these blues into here. And I think that's slightly better, hopefully. We'll see. This blue isn't struggling very much right now. It's not struggling at all, to be honest. But hopefully that's slightly better. Yeah, this is calming down just a little bit. It's still struggling, but We could do this just to get it one extra blue, something like that. It just seems excessive to run an extra road through here for one extra blue, but if that's what's necessary, we can do it. I'd also like to get another traffic light in here, if we could. But this seems to be calming down, so I'm pretty happy with that. I think I am going to start taking traffic lights if the game starts offering them to us. This yellow is still struggling, which I don't love. We could do these two yellows across and then into there. We got our traffic lights. We're at 235 road tiles. Yeah, there's no reason why we should be taking road tiles over upgrades at this point. Is there any more yellow on the map we can get down and into this double destination that's not getting used? Not really. I mean, we can send another house down from this one, because he's not struggling too much right now, but it's basically all we got, so. This yellow's either gonna have to figure it out, or it's going to be our ender. We are past 7K. We might get first place on this one. If we pass 8K and nobody else has gotten a higher score than the guy who was in 8K, we might just beat him. Now, of course, we'll probably get kicked out of first place by... Oh my gosh. Please tell me that all of these houses are connected. They're going. They're going. Okay, it's calming down. I can move this back over now. We'll probably get kicked out of first place as the week goes on, because I am recording this Sunday night. The challenge literally came out, I think, 4 hours ago or something like that. So we'll definitely get kicked out of first place, but it'd be nice to have it for a single night. We'll get our traffic light in there. Nothing too crazy. We do have this nice little backup green population down here that's just been sort of quietly developing. If we decide to, like, run these blues on a motorway, or we could even run these on a motorway if we're going to delve into all of that, but that green is ticking up. Noted. I think I'm just gonna motorway these up and into it for now. I'd still like to do the whole running these up on a bridge and then running the yellow down and into here because that's technically closer, and then running these down and into there, and then motorwaying all this across and all of that. I'd still like to do that, but at this point I think we might be at the level in the game where if you make substantial changes like that and you mess it up even in the slightest, it will end your run. And I'm not sure if I'm willing to risk that on this being slightly more efficient. We can try it. We can certainly try it, but this will have to come up here. We'll make all of the necessary changes that we need in advance. Just so that hopefully it doesn't screw over everything. We can get rid of this roundabout, reconnect this into here. Place this back here, run that up, run this up. Get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. Run that into there. Motorway this across and into here. Or even into here with something like that. Get rid of this, send this across. Get rid of this road. Send this into here. Send these greens up and into here. And we'll fix this jankiness once the ghost motorway goes away. And then this can send up and into here, which makes this yellow road significantly shorter. Alright, I think... I really, really hope I did all of that right. Because if I didn't, this is about to go completely sideways and turn into an absolute mess. But we'll see. Once the ghost motorway goes away, we'll make that just a straight line so that it's not quite so janky with this weird turn. This yellow is struggling. Why is it struggling? Because none of our yellows are actually going across for what I can only assume are reasons. Interesting. Oh my gosh, look at them all go. That was terrifying to watch. Look at them all. I don't understand why they prefer this bridge to this one, but I guess that's what's happening. Ugh. I don't know, it might kill us. I made these changes that were supposed to make everything better, and I think they might kill us. I don't know. We'll see if it works. This bridge does appear to exist now, so I'll get rid of that. Throw a traffic light there, just for comedy. I think us changing that killed it. For whatever reason, this bridge didn't exist in the game's mind, and traffic's not moving through this fast enough. Yeah. Shouldn't have made it. Shouldn't have changed it. That's okay. 9K is nothing to scoff at, I suppose. That's actually not terrible. Let's go ahead and get our screenshot. I think I just shouldn't have changed it, or I should have left the backup bridge in until this bridge like officially existed in the game's mind. I don't know what the game rule or the game logic is behind this, where sometimes the bridges going into roundabouts exist and sometimes they don't. I don't know how that works. But it has screwed me over more than once, so it may be worth looking into in a sandbox one of these days. Let's see where we placed. We are in 7th. Somebody did 25K. That's crazy. That's actually insane. Okay, you know what? I'm happy with that. I'll take 7th place. I had a feeling that we weren't going to be able to be first, since that was crazy. Okay. I'll take it. 9K. Anyway, that was our Warsaw weekly challenge attempt for the week of the 3rd of February. We're probably going to get kicked out of 7th place. We're probably going to get kicked down to, like, I don't know, top 15% or something like that. But I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, whatever you're feeling, whatever makes you happy, and I will see you in the next one.